Hey everybody, Toys of Arkham here with another review, this time of the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. And this is a special request review for a subscriber of mine, Andrew Malloy, or is it Meloy? I think it's Malloy. And Andrew, if you're watching, thanks for tuning in and for requesting this particular review. I appreciate your support and I hope you enjoy what I'm about to do here, and that is, I suppose, a little in-depth review of what is a hard figure to find these days. This one has been out a long time, I reckon maybe 10 years at this stage, and of course it is the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, as played by Mr. Johnny Depp in a Tim Burton movie. Just brief thoughts on the movie itself. It's something I only came across maybe in the last year or so. I never actually sat down to watch it, even though it had been recommended to me. Musicals are not my thing. I do love music, but musicals, I find them kind of cringeworthy. But surprisingly, I enjoyed this movie. I think mainly because it was almost a gothic horror. Well, it was a gothic horror, and it was, I suppose, front and center stage when you watch that movie, whereas the music, as much as it is present, it didn't seem dominant. I think the actual art direction and the overall mood of the movie is the real winner in the whole scenario. So I enjoyed it. I did enjoy the music. It grew on me over time to the point where I was listening to the soundtrack a bit. And yeah, surprisingly, Johnny Depp is not a bad singer. So yeah, I would recommend the movie. I would definitely check it out. But having seen the movie and being the person that I am, of course I had to have something from it. And I found this figure at a fairly decent price and in very, very good condition. So the figure itself, as you can see, is there's quite a lot with it. It's probably the first of Hot Toys to or first of Hot Toys releases to really go that extra mile and include a backdrop. So as you can see here, this is the classic barber shop room that he operated out of, almost literally. And if you get your photography, you know, in the right lighting, in the right setting, you can pull off, you know, almost that as being a real room in the background. I love when Hot Toys do this. I love when they include a background, especially if you're into your figure photography, let alone just presentation. It really just adds to the whole setting for the figure. He just looks at home there, and luckily it fits perfectly into a detolf as well. So it comes with obviously that background, which is very well printed, but like all backdrops that have creases in it, you have to be careful not to crease them too much because you can crack them, and that ruins the aesthetic a little bit. It also comes with us, of course, the Demon Barber's chair, and the detail on this is absolutely fantastic. It looks metal where it's meant to look metal, and it looks leather where it's meant to look leather. Of course, the wood looks very authentic as well. The leather also looks kind of cracked and old, which takes some doing, you know. It's really details like this that are only picked up at very, very close distances, but you know, it's something Hot Toys could have glossed over, but they didn't. So it really does look fantastic. So what else does he come with? So if we go down here, you'll see he has the barber brush and his little bowl to dip in and out of before he gets the shaving foam onto his victim. He also has this leather strap, which is used to sharpen his blades. Handkerchief there, to wipe off his clients' faces. A couple of pairs of hands, pedal for his chair. I'm not quite sure where to put that. I haven't attached it yet. And this is a sort of a holster for his blades. A couple of pairs of hands. Extra blades here that come in this little case. If you've seen the movie, you'll realize the significance of this box and his friends, as he calls them, these blades. And look at the detail on these. These really are incredible. So he would sing, "These are my friends, see how they glisten." They do glisten. They're not metal. They are plastic, but very believable. I don't know why this isn't focusing. There you go. They have even patterns engraved in the handles, which is fantastic. So while we have his base in focus, you can see that that has a lovely wooden effect on the bottom, and then Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber, Fleet Street, which is a really nice base. And this contraption, I think, goes at the back of his seat. Now in the movie, if you're familiar, and I don't think this is giving away anything, but that seat is attached to this thing, which tilts the seat back and drops his victim through a trapdoor into the doldrums of his barber shop, where I suppose phase 2 of the killing begins. It also comes with a fairly standard Hot Toys stand if you want to just balance them on that, but I much prefer to have them in this background itself. So looking at the figure itself, fairly nice boots, really nice tailoring. This is very accurate to how he appears in the movie. Everything fits really well. You can see it goes with that gothic theme. The fingerless gloves. I really do like this tailoring. It really does sit well. Sometimes these sorts of figures take a lot of futzing with to get them looking right, but you know, he looks pretty cool like that. I'm sure I could get him looking better, but yeah, for now that'll have to do. He has I suppose a bit of a tie underneath, and the shirt is that's the way it's supposed to sit, believe it or not, quite high up in the neck. I just want to make sure that that's not too much of a glare. That might be a bit better to show you the sculpt. There you go. So the sculpt, which for me is really the selling point for all figures, high end. So how believable is that? Is it perfect? No, but Johnny Depp is notoriously difficult to get his likeness down right for some reason. I think that looks like him though. Look at that angle. That definitely looks like him there. Would you agree? I think it does. I think it looks great. Okay, from not every angle, but yeah, no, that's really cool. His hair is sculpted really well. That's a real good representation of how it is in the movie. Spot on. Really, really, really good. You can see if you go in a bit closer on him, there's a bit of stubble there. The eyes have a lovely glint off them. Has that pale complexion, exactly how he is in the movie. But again, I think Hot Toys have done a more recent version of Johnny Depp for a different movie, where he kind of has blonde hair in it. I forget the name of that movie. But they also did a Johnny Depp figure for another Tim Burton movie, which is Sleepy Hollow, Ichabod Crane. So let's just have a look at him. Now, So there is a resemblance, but I think you'll agree this is better. So let's do that again. There versus this. And what I really like about this is he's sinister looking. You know, I do like that darker theme, like, you know, that kind of dark, mysterious theme that kind of runs through my collection. I kind of like these kind of characters. And yeah, he's not Batman, but you know, I don't just collect Batman. And yeah, he's one of those characters that I enjoyed watching on screen. So I mean, you could get plenty of poses out of this guy. In terms of articulation, he has the double bend, he has all the twists and turns you'd expect in a Hot Toys figure. And because the clothing covers all the joints, you can really get him into poses that would make you wonder if it's the real person or a figure at all. So overall, it's a really impressive figure because it comes with so much. By today's standards, this is a DX figure. The only thing it's missing is an extra head sculpt, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. I think you can have him, I suppose, you can have him have different expressions by moving his head, tilting, he's wondering, looking up, he's thinking, looking down, he's evil. So it's just about posturing. There he is thinking, what's he going to do with his blade now? Who's next? So, you know, it's not necessarily a different head sculpt that's the, you know, game changer or be all and end all. If the head sculpt is right, if it's nailed, it's simply posturing and posing that can change the look of a figure. And yeah, I'm absolutely delighted to have this in the collection because I think it would be a very hard one to get. If you were to try and find this now on eBay, I think you'd have a very difficult time. So all in all, when I look at this figure, I have to say it's it probably is. It's a 10 out of 10 because it comes with everything, even spare stand, beautiful seat, beautiful stand, backdrop is fantastic, and you could have if you had more time, if you had more time than I have, you'd have a lot of fun with this. You could get plenty of figures into that seat and come up with really cool poses. I think a fellow collector and YouTuber who has been a huge influence on my collection and has been a great friend, Mr. Dean Knight, if you're watching, hello there. He has, I think, done a figure showcase on this guy and has done some fantastic things with him. And yeah, so check that out if you want to. Check out his channel regardless. That's an order. It's fantastic, far better than mine. But anyway, I am yeah, as I said, this is for a subscriber, Andrew Malloy. Hope you enjoyed that, Andrew. I hope I've covered everything. I'm sorry I don't review like others where I get the figure into various poses. If you want to see different poses, I suppose you may see on my Instagram account at Toys of Arkham different pictures of this guy, which might be able to satisfy your queries. So that's it for today on this review. Please like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned. I might have something else for you very soon. Take care, guys. Bye bye.